You're hearing Echoes, and I'm John DiLibretto. I first discovered the duo Laliya at the turn of the millennium. Their first album, Terra da Sacha, arrived out of nowhere in the mail, and I was instantly enchanted by the cyclical dulcimer melodies and world music textures, from the West African djembe drum to the Australian didgeridoo. But their sound was beyond this world, as they created mandala-like journeys. Their last proper album was released in 2002, but now they've finally emerged with a new one called The Middle Way. Speaking on Skype, I entered the world of Laliya. I'm speaking to Laliya on the other side of the world. It's where James McGuire wound up at the end of a global trek, a place he calls
the most remote city in the world.
It's called Laliya, and if you've ever been to a music festival in Toronto, Montreal, Germany, Italy, or any of a gazillion other places outside the U.S., you may have seen them on the stage or even on the street, sounding like this. That's James McGuire on the Appalachian dulcimer and the didgeridoo. Melissa McCarthy plays percussion, mainly the djembe, that's a drum from West Africa. They take their instruments and accoutrements around the world bohemian style. The music funds the travel.
James McGuire's real sound comes when he amplifies the dulcimer and runs it through delays, loops, reverb, and distortion. Laliya has a lot of the trappings of New Age music. The name comes from an Australian Aboriginal tribe's name for the dream time. The liner notes of their album, Just a Like River, sign off with the Buddhist mantra, Om Padme Hum. And the title of their new album, The Middle Way, is a Buddhist reference. When Melissa talks about Laliya's music, it has a meditative ring to it.
Maybe it brings a centeredness, and I'd like to think some mindfulness, and that when people listen to it, that they can relax and come into that inner space that brings peace and joy.
You can enter the storm of Laliya's latest album, their first in 15 years. It's called The Middle Way, but it is definitely not middle of the road.